We have a problem. My Facebook page is dying, and I know the reason why. So let's first start with the reality that a lot of people think that when you start a Facebook page, for you to be successful, you have to really start with having a niche. Well, I'm not saying that having a goal or purpose is unimportant, but unfortunately, a lot of creators think that when it comes to finding a niche, it's just about choosing a genre or category such as travel, beauty, finances, makeup, things like that. But reality is, those things are not really helpful when it comes to growth. Unfortunately, that is not an effective Facebook strategy. So, where do we want to start? So what I'll be sharing with you guys is the same principle that I always share with my clients in YouTube marketing for entrepreneurs, such as coaches and service providers. I believe that the principle for Facebook marketing stays the same. So what is this? Well, what I want you to do is, instead of picking a niche at the very beginning, what I want you to consider first is to define your target audience. Well, if you have a Facebook page and you want to market, you're either an entrepreneur or business owner, or you're a content creator. So let's start with being a business owner. So if you're a business owner and you want to promote your business online through Facebook, then you have to think about your ideal customer. Figure out exactly what this person is, what are their motivators, what are the things that they watch on Netflix or movies, what music do they listen to, and how old they are, things like that. And they will also be your target audience when you are posting on Facebook. Well, if you are not a business owner, but you are actually a content creator on Facebook, just like me, oh, well, just a quick disclaimer. So I actually use Facebook as a content creator while I am on YouTube as an entrepreneur. So those things are quite different, but they also have a lot of similarities when it comes to marketing. So if you're a content creator, think about who you will relate with the most. So that's probably your target audience. Think about those people's motivators, pain points, challenges, and things that drive them, things that would make them really connect with you, that you can nurture them effectively. So basically, having a well-defined target audience is your backbone when it comes to coming up with a strategy for your Facebook marketing. By the way, guys, if you want more Facebook and YouTube marketing tips, make sure to subscribe. So the thing is, when I started my Facebook page, I thought having a niche is already enough, but turns out I was wrong. Yes, I was able to drive in a lot of organic reach and followers, but actually I wasn't able to sustain them since my strategy wasn't designed to nurture those people. I didn't know who I was supposed to target. So my content, although yes, it's supposed to bring in inspirational thoughts or words of wisdom, it's just all over the place. I was able to attract people, but I wasn't able to nurture them. So that's the major mistake that I had. And if I have a chance to start again, I will definitely start with having a clear definition of my target audience rather than focusing on the niche part, that is to bring inspirational quotes or words of wisdom. So you guys, this year I decided to define my target audience. So these are millennials, women at their late 20s or early 30s who are still single. Well, these people are strong and independent women who might be constantly pressured by people around them to get married, to achieve this and that. But deep inside, these women just have a lot of goals and dreams that they really want to reach, and they don't want to settle for less. So basically, I just mentioned you their motivators and their pain points. Just want to add that these people believe in true love, in waiting, and they believe in the principle true love waits regardless if they have been waiting for so long. They have a certain standard about love. The books they've read would be I Kiss Dating Goodbye or Boy Meets Girl, obviously by Joshua Harris. And the movies that they watched would be Walk to Remember, The Notebook, those romantic movies. So yeah, I was able to nail down these people. For a few months since I defined my target audience, the results were really doing well and I was nailing it. So now the main question is, if I have been nailing my target audience and it has been giving me awesome results on my page, how come I stopped posting original content on my Facebook. So guys, if you're here for the strategy, it's now okay to click out. But if you want to hear my story on how this has affected me and my Facebook strategy, my Facebook page, and if you think that you may get some lessons from my story here, then you are free to stay. So here's the thing. The more I defined my target audience, the more I became more aware of the principles that I have been sharing on my Facebook page. So there are posts there that are actually very much patterned to I Kiss Dating Goodbye, a book by Joshua Harris. And recently I just had a realization that I have to revisit that principle again and again and again, many times. I even came to the point where I contacted the author himself, Joshua Harris, and our conversation opened my eyes to the reality that I have to consider the things that I was posting about. Well, I'm not saying that's a problem. It's actually a good problem because what happened is it made me reconsider things, reconsider if I still want to minister or reach that type of target audience, or do I want to tweak it a bit, if you know what I mean. So the thing is, I'm still in the process now of contemplating if I want to go to that route. And if that's the case, I have to be super sure of my principles that I will be sharing on my Facebook page. And I honestly need more research. And, you know, if it's an inspirational page, you speak out of conviction, right? And if you're not even sure about certain things, I mean, what's the point? Or if I'm not yet very sure about my principles, what I can do rather than going on with it is I can tweak my target audience instead. So that's why for now I stopped posting original content. I think I just posted 2 or 3 original posts for how many? Maybe 3 months. And I just don't want to post for the sake of posting, for the sake of vanity metrics, because I believe that if I will be able to resolve this area, especially when it comes to the target audience, I will be more efficient as a content creator on Facebook. So I'm actually planning to revive my Facebook page soon. I'm not there yet. I'm still again thinking about my target audience, what I really want to do. But if you wish to be updated, please join our private community. This is where you get Facebook and YouTube marketing tips for entrepreneurs, coaches, and service providers. Just click the link in the description box and see you there. In that community, we host challenges, Q&A, live sessions, and so much more. And these guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips. If you've stayed this far, thank you so much for listening to my story. I want to know what your thoughts are about the principles that I just shared. I also want to know what your target audience is about. So please comment them all down below. Thank you so much for watching and see you again next week. Bye!